won a game.
This is Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
Just didn't make enough plays early on, and obviously put the defense in a tough position.
Obviously, extremely disappointed for our guys. I thought it was one of those games that we knew exactly how it was going to be. It was going to be a hard-fought, back-and-forth game, and that's what it was.
I think we're right there with them as an explosive offense, so we're not worried about that.
And like I told our team, we're going to have to earn the right to potentially come back here. And it's not going to be easy.
This is Jen, Gabe, and Chewy, broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studios at the Avenue with Gabe Neitzel and Mark Chmura. Here's Jen Latta.
It was right there. So close. I thought I would feel better this morning because I had preached this on this show, Chew. I talked about it on Green Bay Game Day, where I thought this could be a game where even if the Packers lose tight, and it's as tight as you can get, game-winning field goal by the Lions as time expired, I thought I would still walk in here going, you know what, yeah, this team, they're ready. This team is still as good as anybody. They can play, but they can play with anybody. I don't know if they can beat anybody. And that's where my problem is. Because they hung in there last night. But when you lose because of the same issues that have plagued you all season, third down stink. Untimely penalty in the red zone turns a potential touchdown into a field goal. When it's things like that have been plaguing you all season, have not been fixed all season, I don't know how I'm supposed to go, oh yeah, they'll fix that in time for the playoffs. It hasn't been fixed in 12 weeks, 13 weeks, and now over the last 4, they're going to be able to fix it when they play these good teams. I certainly feel really good about this team. I love this team. They are fun to watch, and they fought their way back into that game after being down 17-7 at half. But, man, I just wonder if they find themselves in this situation when they're playing the Lions or playing the Eagles, the two teams that I think are definitively better than. If you want to debate if Minnesota is, you can debate that, but I don't think you can debate the Packers being better than the Lions or Eagles right now. Can they avoid those mistakes and win in the playoffs? I don't know, because this is what young teams do.
Well, first off, thank you for both your congratulations.
Wait, on what? Deserved. On what?
Nailing it.
How did you? What do you mean nailing it?
Absolutely nailing it.
How did you nail it?
Right?
What are you doing?
Chewy was right.
I said 31-27. I said this is going to be the type of game where the last team that has the ball will win the game, which played out exactly true. Now, the score, someone might have had closer, but it's like doing a math problem, Gabe. You can't just put the answer. You cannot just put the answer.
That's literally what you do every
how
week.
You
hold on,
arrived at that answer, and I nailed it.
Chewy,
thank you both.
Or you picked 34-17.
The 34-27 was the final that Chewy has listed here on the social
27?
media.
If
34-27.
you saw how I arrived at the score, I nailed it.
Ben
so
had
thank you both. I appreciate that.
You have
Let's
always
move on.
maintained that the final margin is the most important thing, which is how you won.
No, not
despite
always.
Picking a
That's
3-2
why you
score.
were complaining last time we didn't say you were right.
It changes from week to week. Okay, it changes from week to week. Especially
find
when
these
you're playing
rules.
We're
against
never
team.
going to figure it out.
Yeah, I got to find these rules before I make my
Here's
pick.
what I think.
Lay out.
And, Gabe, this is why I said they're a year away. Now, this season isn't over. They're still, but this is what I believe. This is what I believe with this team. They can beat the Lions. They can beat the Eagles. They can beat Buffalo. They can beat Kansas City. They can beat Baltimore. They can beat them. The problem is they can't do it 3 games in a row. They can't do it 3 games in a row. And if you look at the team stats, if I looked at these team stats, I would say Detroit by 10 or 14. And you're right. You cannot give up 27 first downs. You cannot give up 27 first downs. You cannot give up 18 of those passing. You just can't.
Yeah, I mean, again, but it's just pass rush.
You cannot
defensive,
go one
specifically
for 5.
cornerback play.
And this has been a problem all year. You can't go 1 for 5 on third downs. You can't have the other team running 76 plays and you running 45. Okay? 298 offense to 391. And I know that, they only had 45 plays. But they only had 45 plays is because the defense can't stop anybody. You know, they looked aggressive. They looked good. The pass rush looked better. But 3rd and 6.
They only hit Goff 3
yards,
times.
First down, 8 yards, first down. It's just you can't do that. Time of possession, 36 to 24. And that's a big margin, you know. So if you looked at that, Gabe, I would, like I said, it would be 10 to 14 points. They can beat them. They can beat them on the road, but I don't think the next week you can go to Philly and beat them again.
Yeah, it's just
that's why I said 1 year away.
And everybody's got a hand in the loss last night as well. I don't know if just the moment was too big, the game was too big, because Matt Lafleur took him a while to settle into this game. Like, the defense played well. They forced some punts early, and it seems like once the Packers found their rhythm offensively, the Lions found theirs, especially in the second half. But for a team that we've all kind of determined, especially since the bye, that, hey, this is a team that you should be running the football. Right? You need to be turned around and handed off to Josh Jacobs. And they had – it took them a while to kind of get that going. I mean, with Love being 3 for 7 in the first half, it was just ugly. It was an ugly offensive game. They didn't find a rhythm. They were – they wanted to take that shot on the first play of the game.
And this is a defense in Detroit that was playing with guys off the street.
Yep.
So the next time they play them, they're going to have a handful of those guys back, so it's going to be a taller task. Now, they can beat them. They showed they can beat them, right?
They showed they can play with them. But I'd like
play with them.
I'd like for them to win one of these games against these teams that are ahead of them in the standings before I'm like, yep, they can beat anyone. Because that's and you know this. If this was a more veteran team, maybe I would feel different. But because they are the youngest team in the league, like there's almost like, okay, you almost have to prove it to yourselves that, oh yeah, we can win these games. And honestly, I thought I'd come in here today, I'm thinking, okay, 34-21, they can beat anyone. But I'm just stuck with this feeling of, okay, can they beat anyone? Or can they just play with anyone? Because I feel there's a fine line there, and the youth plays into that because of some of the simple mistakes that they made, especially down the stretch. And man, it just takes away from the way Love played in the second half, the way he was able to come back. Josh Jacobs' 3 touchdowns. That throw by Love to Kraft, holy bleep, man.
Where did that come from?
Yeah, that was nice. That was a good play. But the problem is the defense is on the field too long. They give up too many first downs, and it limits the time the offense has the ball. I mean, that's a huge discrepancy. 76 plays to 45. And all that smells is the defense can't get off the field.
Well, I mean, that plays out. I mean, they were 7 for 15 on 3rd down and 4 for 5 on 4th.
Yeah, that's just right now. Yes, they can beat these, but they can't do it. They can't win 3 of these games in a row. I just don't think they can. Not with stats like this, Not with stats like this.
Chewy, looking at the box score, which stat would have to change the most for you to change your thought on that?
Oh God, the first downs, Ashley. You can't. 27-17. You can't. That smells of like defense can't get off the field. Time of possession is going to be so far out of whack.
It is, and it was 36-24.
So far out of whack, and the only way you can make up for things like that, Ashley, is by turnovers. And it was 1-to-1 in the turnover category. That's the only way you're going to do that. You can't give up 27 first downs. That is obnoxious. And then you look at what were they on 4th down? 4 or 5?
4 or 5.
No, 4 or 5.
Mm-hmm. And the one they went for Dan Campbell's a lunatic, man.
I love him.
He is an absolute lunatic.
Yeah, but you know what he is now. Next time you play him, return. We're going to practice for 10 minutes this week. Don't even worry about it. Not a big deal. Am I right?
Well, when you go for it in 2 situations, he did at your own 30-yard line, which they didn't get and helped set up a Packers score. And then when you go for it, when you are in field goal range with 40 seconds left, and on 4th and 1 decide to go for it anyway. Oof.
Gabe, you think Philly's any different? With
Yeah.
the push?
Yeah, Philly, I mean.
With the push?
Correct.
Philly's going to do the same thing.
You're right. You're absolutely right.
Yeah. It's just the next time around this team's good because they're beat up, right? Mm-hmm. They're probably they were maybe not San Francisco level, but they were pretty beat up. So it's fine. I told you not to panic. It's fine.
This text, 800-990-3776, coming from Cody. First priority is find a street that Detroit grabbed that defense from last night. You could use some of those players. Every week reminds me that the coordinator doesn't matter. It's the players. I think the coordinator matters. But if it was Joe Barry last night.
Aaron Glenn's a good.
Yeah. Aaron Glenn's really good. I think Joe Barry's good. But again, the Packers' corners and front four just have not been good enough. Gary had the sack. They only hit Chewy. They only hit Jared Goff 3 times last night, and that's how he ends up hitting 13 in a row in the fourth.
But it's clearly, I think teams now are like, you have to blitz. You have to blitz Love because he doesn't really have a number one receiver. And what that means is they're not going to double team anyone. They're just going to play it safe. And you know what? With Green Bay's receivers, Gabe, sometimes they win. And sometimes they lose. The difference is when you got a Devontae Adams, and you'd be like, all right, he's double-teamed. I'll give it a short peek. Peek if he does it. If not, I know exactly where I'm going. With Green Bay, it's like, they're all kind of number twos. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you thought,
easy.
Potentially Jaden Reed, you're thinking, okay, he had a big game against the Lions last time. He was talking about the big game he was going to have on the Amon-Ra St. Brown Brothers podcast.
He didn't even have a catch.
No, he had one target.
One target and no catches.
Yep.
So, you know what, though? It's fine. It's fine. I mean, we'd rather win in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Against
well,
them.
and to your credit, you told Jen this yesterday, and then it kind of made her think about whether or not she wanted to pick the Packers to win last night.
I'm going to hit it, Gabe, when you say this.
I mean, Chewy said, hey, whoever wins the game on Thursday, as in last night, is going to lose when they play again in the playoffs.
Chewy was right? Holy Chewy was
So maybe
right.
we hang our hat on that. Maybe we hang our hat on.
Yeah, but Gabe, here's the
Chewy's
problem.
got a good track record. He's got the saying of it's really hard to beat a team 3 times in one season.
It is. He's the one that came up with that.
But here's the problem.
Oh no!
If they play Philly first, they're not even going to make it to Detroit.
Probably don't have to mention facts here.
Philly.
I hate to burst your bubble, but I think Philly is better than Detroit. Right now, they're better than Detroit.
Maybe right now.
They're better than Detroit.
Once Detroit gets healthy,
now,
man, I don't want to mess with Detroit. Like, I think they're so good. I think their coaching staff is really good.
Do me a favor, please, this weekend. Will you do your homework assignment, damn it?
Which is?
Yes, teacher?
Watch Philly. Watch Philly.
I mean, I have.
Watch Philly.
I have.
No, you didn't watch them against the Ravens, did you?
Yeah. You think I'm not watching NFL football?
You can't call people out for watching things or not watching them.
Yeah, and also I don't know if this is the week you want to watch Philly. You know who Philly's playing?
Who are they playing?
The Panthers.
The Giants. Oh, the Panthers?
Same thing. Same.
Telling you.
800-990-3776. We were finally like digging out of our pot. We were finding positivity, and then Chewy had to shut it down. That being said, as a wild card team, chances are you would go on the road and play the number 1 seed if you win that first playoff game. So whoever that number 1 seed is, which again still could be Philly, maybe they end up catching.
But here's your
Detroit.
problem, Gabe. The problem with this is Detroit plays Minnesota the last game of the year.
Yeah.
And Detroit may very well have this thing sewn up for the number 1 slot, which means this game's going to mean nothing.
Sure.
And they're going to rest. So it's going to give Minnesota a game against an elite team where they're going to win, which is going to force the Packers to the number 6.
I mean, it depends upon how the Packers do against the Vikings when they play. You know, because, have to wait and see.
You know what I'm saying? But I tell you what, and I said it yesterday, we know our path now, right? You know the path? Gabe,
Yeah, we know the path. You got to play 3 on the road.
We know we're either going to Arizona, Seattle, Tampa Bay, or Atlanta. You're going to one of those teams. So we can poll it. Which one would you rather play?
Okay.
Right, Gabe? Because those are the 4 they're going to have possibility of playing.
Yes.
Even if they surpass Minnesota.
Correct. You're playing because it's going to be.
You're playing one of those 4. So, Ashley, poll that on who would you rather play. But the problem is this, Gabe. This is going to be a tough game in 10 days or 9 days. It's going to be a tough game. Seattle can beat you. Tough place to play. You cannot have a letdown.
Correct.
Right?
Well, which is why I'm glad you kind of have this mini bye, right? Because last night, I'm sure it took a lot out of you. You got the mini bye. You got a chance to hit the reset button. Maybe Jair gets healthy. Who knows? I at this point, I don't think I can count on Jair for the rest of the season. If he plays, it's great. If not, I think you have to expect he doesn't. That's how I'm
get healthy because the doctor told me not to do the show today. But
okay,
I
so
didn't want
we
to
don't have time for this yet.
So
we will,
big baby.
I'm going to try and gut it out. I might have to take a segment or 2 off just to reset. But
sure.
I'm about 75% right now.
70. So Chewy playing at 75%. He injured his sack yesterday. We'll explain exactly how that happened.
Yeah.
But we will get more into that. Maybe we'll do it with Jason Wilde. Maybe we'll do it with Craig Karmazin. Who knows as we continue here on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
Jen, Gabe, and Chewy continues next on 94.5 ESPN.
We do have a crash right now on 894 eastbound right at 76th Street. The right lane is closed with this. Emergency crews are on the scene. Looks like there's a semi involved with this. So everybody is kind of shifting over to the left, but we are seeing delays coming out of the Hale interchange. So give yourself a little bit of extra time. Otherwise, for the most part, volume is relatively low. We're looking at relatively good speeds as well. Traffic is brought to you by Racine Danish Kringles. This season, try their newest holiday pastry, Eggnog Kringle. Go to Kringle.com to order or call 800-4DANISH. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast. Today, morning sun, increasing clouds, a high of 30. Tonight, partly cloudy, not as cold, a low of 26. Weather is brought to you by the Corners of Brookfield. Help a big guy out this holiday season. Drop off your little one's letters in a special North Pole mailbox in the Market Square through December 22nd. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
Hey, it's Jason Wilde, and I have the perfect gift idea for you. A custom holiday gift box filled with all your Kringle favorites from Racine Danish Kringles. There's no wrapping needed, and this season you can try their newest holiday pastry, Eggnog Kringle, created to bring festive cheer to your celebration. Filled with rich, creamy eggnog and topped with sweet icing and a sprinkle of cinnamon, it's perfect for sharing with loved ones. Go to Kringle.com to order or call 800-4DANISH. Racine Danish Kringles, it's not just a treat, it's a tradition.
Monica, what delightful surprise do you have for us this Christmas?
I've been waiting all day for your big reveal.
Take a look and tell me what you see.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
I see the North Star, that guiding light that always lets you know where you are.
The North Star is important to you?
Sitting directly above the axis of the Earth, it's the only star in the sky that never moves. It's always there for you.
Sarah?
I see the star that stood high over Bethlehem 2,000 years ago.
Starlight, star bright, first star I see tonight. I wish I may, I wish I might.
Monica, it's fabulous.
Nicole Lasker designed it.
I love her.
What's it called?
The Star of Hope. We have them in sterling silver with 4 diamonds for just $198. And in white gold with bigger and bigger diamonds at prices up to $19.98.
I love it.
I love it even more than Rick does.
The Star of Hope.
For the location of the Kesslers nearest you, visit KesslersDiamonds.com.
Hey, this is the Fat Jack, and it is championship week. Are you ready to make some money betting on the games? For only $49 this weekend, you can get yourself into profit betting on sports. $49 gets you 4 football, 4 basketball, and 9 NFL prop games going this weekend for only $49. Go to FatJackSports.com and consistently build profits starting this weekend for only $49. Get a longer package, it's less than $100 a week. FatJackSports.com to win this weekend.
Are you looking for reliable transportation this holiday season? I've got you covered. It's Jen Latta from ESPN Milwaukee, and with holiday parties, family gatherings, and year-end events on the horizon, I trust AccuTrans Group to handle all of my private transportation needs. Whether it's a corporate function or festive celebration, AccuTrans gets me there safely and on time. As a veteran-owned business, they pride themselves on top-notch service that you can count on. Booking is easy, stress-free, and reliable. Just visit AccuTransGroup.com to reserve your holiday ride today. That's AccuTransGroup.com.
'Tis the season for celebrating, so why not make your holiday gathering unforgettable? Give your team or clients an experience they'll talk about long after the new year with V Private Bar Services. Forget the same old office party. With custom cocktails tailored to your brand and a top-notch mixologist team, V Private Bar Services brings the magic of a high-end bar to your event. Make this holiday season extraordinary. Visit VPrivateBar.com to book your premier party today. That's VPrivateBar.com for your next unforgettable event.
Ready, down, put.
All Packers, all the time.
He was a field tilting player, and the reason why Gabe and many others are so concerned is that this guy's on the field, he changes the offensive dynamic. They are a different offense when he is there.
Okay, most of the time.
You know, Homer calls Matt Lafleur soft all the time. Matt Lafleur is like Vince Lombardi compared to me.
It's Jason Wilde on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
I know we teased it, so we will certainly get to it. We'll be talking about Chewy's sack at some point in today's program, but now he is our friend. He is our teammate. He is Jason Wilde joining us on a Dude Friday. Sup, bro?
Sorry, I'm going to miss that conversation.
Don't worry. I mean, if you want to call back in, Jason, and provide any sort of, insight you have.
This is injuries Jason had to deal with throughout his entire career.
Well, not personally, right?
not personally. True.
Is that how you were listed on the injury report after that then?
He wasn't sure. He was questionable coming into the show today.
Yeah.
Wow.
But I toughed it out.
Maybe I will come back. Maybe I will come back to hear this story upon further review.
I've had problem with this sack before. I'll just leave it at that. Jason, when you look at the Jason, when you look
get it together.
We're idiots, Jason.
Sorry. Yes.
Okay.
Hi.
When you look at the team stats, what's the most glaring thing that pops out to you? Why they lost this game?
Ooh, interesting question.
Because if I look at it, Jason, I look at this, and I went to bed. I went to bed in the fourth quarter, and I got up. I saw the score, and then I looked at the box score, and I'm like, ooh, this feels like a 10 or a 14-point loss.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
And I'll tell you, Jason, you cannot give up. You cannot give up 27 first downs. You cannot give up 27 first downs. And the 27 first downs spells out to me why they only had 45 plays, why they only had 298 yards total offense, and why the time of possession was off by 6 minutes. That 27 first down tells me the whole story.
Yeah, and look, we've seen this before, right? I mean, if there's any criticism that there's been about this defense of late, which has done a lot of really good things too, but if there's anything, it's them not getting off the field and allowing teams to chew up so much of the time of possession, right? I mean, The Bears game was a great example of that. Like, the Bears aren't better than them, but when you allow a team to go 9 for 16 on third down, and then on 3 of the third downs that you get stops on, they then convert on fourth down, then you're not going to have the ball very much. And when that happens, then, McCarthy used to always say they wanted to have 70 offensive snaps in a game. 43 is insufficient. Now, I would say this, though. I mean, look, their defense made some pretty critical plays, right?
Sure.
We can all crush Dan Campbell for saying that, hey, we love that you're aggressive, but only an imbecile goes for it on 4th and 1 from his own 30 in the second half when you're up 3. You punt the ball there. And I'm not. That's not like playing the results I said that. No one was around. I was all by myself because everybody was in bed already. But Stella, the Wonder Dog.
I was about to say, Stella wasn't even there to provide feedback for you.
Yeah, not even Sadie. She's up sleeping by Paula while I'm working. So it was really Stella and then some random cats. I don't know who was here, but that's just dumb. But as a defense, you still got to make the play that makes it dumb, right? And Quay Walker, again, up and down as we know with him, makes that play. Now he also has a knuckleheaded personal foul penalty. So you take the good, you take the bad, you take them both in there. You have Quay Walker. But if you look at the interception that Keyshawn Nixon makes, that's a hell of a play. Like he had seen that route earlier, and right. So and my point is that if you get into a shootout with the Detroit Lions, who certainly have the arsenal to do it, like when I walk away from this game, one of the thoughts I have, and I will say that to their credit, both Lafleur and Love own this aspect of it, is if you go into a game expecting a shootout, and that's exactly what they were expecting, Lafleur said it flat out, well, then you can't be empty on your first three possessions, right? You can't go punt, fumble.
Well,
you just can't. And that, even though it comes down to the last play of the game, those early plays loom pretty large.
To that point, Jason, I know you had. I don't know if you mentioned it to us on this show, if I was listening to Wilde and Tausch or any other of the shows you appear here on 94.5 ESPN, where you said you and some of the other guys that are on the beat were talking about how maybe Lafleur was a little ornery and maybe the pressure of this week was getting to him a little bit. Do you think that's kind of what happened in the first few plays, or the first few drives? Because it seems like, they wanted to take the shot early and that he gets sacked by Zadarius Smith, and it seemed like they wanted to throw the ball. And once they finally decided, we got to make sure Josh Jacobs gets his touches, that's when they started finding their rhythm, and that's when Jordan Love is able to have the second half that he has, and you have the 3-touchdown game from Josh Jacobs. So because Lafleur thought it was also going to be a shootout, do you think he overthought it and maybe got a little too pass-happy early?
Yeah, that's a great question, and I think we probably need to ask him that, right? You're so astute. You really are. It's kind of annoying.
Jason, I'm your best friend on the show. Don't be cheating on me. I'm your best friend.
You are. But until I hear the sack story anyway. So here's the thing, and that's the reason why that's such a great point is that I hadn't put it all together, but now let's do a little sleuthing here, right? Like Inspector Gadgets or the Scooby-Doo gang. So you've got that comment that I made earlier in the week. Then you've got this incident before the game.
Yep.
Which, again, I think the fan is the one who is 100% wrong here. Like, I can't even imagine again, we can have a conversation about where our society has gone in recent years another time. But would it ever even enter your thought process if you're on the field? Because that guy's on the field to, wave the American flag, right?
Correct. Yes.
That's why he's there?
Yep.
Would you ever think to trash talk an NFL team when you're on the field to hold the American flag?
No,
would that ever cross your mind?
No, because I'm not a fake tough guy, Jason, like this guy. He's just the fake tough guy. Real tough when when you know that every one of those players, including the punter and kicker, could end you, pal. And you're just gonna try to talk trash to these guys before the game because you think you're safe.
Is there video of it?
Oh,
is there video of it?
Yeah, I tweeted it out.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Jason, let me finish
my thoughts.
Okay.
Jackie.
Okay.
Hold on.
Sorry.
So that's okay. So you see Lafleur loses crap on that guy, right? And again, totally justified.
Yeah.
Totally justified, but still kind of an indicator of his engine is running hot. Then, at the end of the game, and again, I think he's justified in this, but he then loses it again on the officials for the juxtaposition of the Lions not getting called for a penalty on the pick play and the Packers having the touchdown pass to Jacobs get wiped off the board by a pick play, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I think that the reason why I think your point is a good one is there's a lot of evidence that he was running at a lot of RPMs last night and all week long, and I would be curious because he was also, I think, earlier in the game I saw him screaming at somebody who messed up during the game. So I think there might be a lot to your theory about being a little overly aggressive in his play calls early on. Now, Chewy, sorry.
See, Jason, I look at Dan Campbell totally different. I don't look at him as crazy. I look at him as arrogant. Because he's sitting there going, if this offensive line can't destroy on fourth down this defensive line, then he ain't very good. I think it's more of an arrogant thing. I think he looks at Green Bay's defense as like, come on, we can't get half a yard or we can't get a yard.
Yeah, I mean, some of that is just, tough guy too, right? Like, we go run over a football team against us. But
the great Dan Campbell.
Thank you. My bite kneecaps. But in the situation that they're nice, there you go, much better than mine. But the going for it thing again, you have to at least consider the potential consequences of failure.
Mm-hmm.
Not saying you have to worry about them all the time, but like, hey, you want to go for it on around the 50, and you believe in your defense that they can hold them to a field goal or whatever, great. But on your own 30-yard line, when you're winning, it just that's not aggressive. That's not overconfidence. That's just stupidity, in my opinion.
It seems to me, before we let you go here, Jason, that I thought I would feel better about this game coming in because I thought, and we had talked about this, I mentioned it on Green Bay Game Day, of the 2010 team when they went into the team that eventually became the number one seed, Atlanta, and they lost on a last-second field goal too. But you thought, okay, they can play and probably beat anybody. I don't know if I feel that same way after this Lions game because they're 1 for 5 on third down, and third down's been an issue all year. They have untimely penalties. The penalties have been an issue all year. Why should I believe? Because these issues have popped up all year long. They haven't been corrected through the first 13 weeks. Why should I believe it's going to be corrected in the last 4?
Well, I think they've been intermittently corrected, right? And maybe it's been against teams that are either really downtrodden like the 49ers were, or against Miami, who, as Tausch calls Mike McDaniel, a sniveling, shivering little, he didn't call him a weasel, but he whatever he called him, it wasn't very nice. And so I just think that against the Lions, it's different. And right now, if we're all being honest, the Lions are just better.
Yep.
Not a lot better, not like a huge margin better, but clearly better. And so can they make up that margin in the next 4 weeks? And then if they meet again in the playoffs, beat them? I think so. And part of it is, what lessons do you take from what you just experienced last night? And going back to your very astute point, it should be, okay, these guys are decimated on the defensive line. And then the one guy that makes the play on Jacobs early suffers a concussion and he's out too. So you would hope that Matt Lafleur, instead of, and I understand you want to take the shot play. I get it. It worked last year. You want to do it again. I would say, don't you think they're maybe expecting that, given that it worked that way last year? But the bottom line to me is the chasm is not large. Those are things that we've seen them improve upon: red zone, third down, etc., stupid penalties, etc. So I think that they are capable of closing the gap. But to your point, I would argue that while you could definitely feel it in Atlanta, I've told you that before about just how the most confident losing locker room I've ever been in on the road. I wasn't obviously there last night. Maybe it felt the same way to Rob and all those guys. But to me, this feels like a little more, we're convincing ourselves that we can feel this confident, as opposed to the 2010 team that I can tell you, Rodgers, Jordy Nelson, Charles Woodson, they were all talking like, we're better than these guys. And I don't think this team can say that.
Jason, appreciate the time, my friend. Look forward to hearing your takes coming up in 90 minutes on Wilde and Tausch.
Looking forward to the sack story, boys. Take care. Be good.
Again, we will get to that. Maybe we'll get to it with Craig because, I mean, maybe you and Craig are close, known each other for a long time.
Yeah, but he has no sack. You can't talk about it.
All right. Oh, there we go. So I guess we won't be talking about it with Craig Karmazin, or maybe we will. We'll have to wait and find out. Is your business looking for localized banking solutions and a strategic partner? Fifth Third Bank has been looking forward to the future and helping businesses shape what's next for 165 years and for the last 15 here in Milwaukee. They offer industry-specific expertise, local decision-making capabilities, and extensive experience to help navigate the complexities of a constantly changing business market environment with your business in mind. Fifth Third is big enough to provide sophisticated solutions and expert guidance, but also empowered to make local decisions and work from a foundation of strong community connections. Commercial banking value only Fifth Third can deliver. Fifth Third Bank, National Association, custom solutions built around your goals. Member FDIC.
More Jen, Gabe, and Chewy coming up on 94.5 ESPN.
We have an accident still up on the board. It's on 894 eastbound at 76th Street. The right lane blocked right now. However, the semi that I thought was part of it is pretty much gone, so hopefully they'll be able to reopen this whole thing pretty quickly. Delays, though, stretching back into the Hale interchange. The rest of the system looking nice and quiet. We've got pretty low volume and standard speeds. Traffic is brought to you by Milwaukee's 12 Bars of Christmas. It's the most wonderful time to bar crawl. Don't miss Milwaukee's 11th annual 12 Bars of Christmas on December 14th. Tickets are limited. Grab yours now at 12bocwi.com. That's 12bocwi.com. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast. Today, morning sun, increasing clouds, a high of 30. Tonight, partly cloudy, not as cold, a low of 26. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
Change your grocery game plan to locally owned Century Foods, home of the best meat, freshest produce, and tastiest treats.
And free groceries.
Okay, just calm down. We'll get to that later.
Stay tuned in right here to score free groceries.
Stop, please.
Okay, I'm shutting up. My lip is zipped.
Anyway, let's get to this week's specials at Century Foods.
Now through Wednesday, save on 24-pack Essential Everyday Purified Water, 2 for $6. 9.6 to 16.1 ounce selective varieties, Kellogg's cereal, 2 for $7. 11 to 12 ounce or 10 count selective varieties, Starbucks coffee, $7.99. Gallon selective varieties, Prairie Farms white or chocolate milk, $3.99.
And now time for the big reveal. Free groceries.
That's too over the top. Try this. Win free groceries from Century Foods.
Win free groceries from Century Foods.
Forget it. I'll handle the rest. Enter to win $500 worth of free groceries on Century's Facebook or Instagram by January 8th.
Get ready for the moment we've all been waiting for. It's the 300K season finale giveaway at Potawatomi. Friday, December 20th, watch your entries from Bird Bash, Cash Clash, and Winter Stash. All pile into one massive drawing for a chance at up to 50 grand cash. Be there to win your share. December 20th, only at Potawatomi Casino Hotel, Milwaukee. Learn more at paysbig.com/finale. Must be 21 years old to play.
This is Jeff Johnson.
And I'm Jason Johnson.
And together we're part of Johnson & Sons Paving.
Get your parking lot ready now for spring and avoid paying for extra repairs later on.
We'll come out to your property and walk it with you.
Potholes, damaged asphalt, damaged concrete, standing water, you name it. We'll talk to you about your options and fix it.
Plan a budget, set up an overall schedule with Johnson & Sons Paving.
It's all about doing it right the first time. Call us today to schedule a walkthrough and free estimate.
JohnsonandSonsPaving.com.
The big guy needs your help this holiday season, and he's recruiting the Corners of Brookfield for help because the perfect gift is right around the corners. Head to the Corners for all your gifting needs and find something for anyone thanks to their 30-plus restaurants and retailers. Or just wrap up a Corners gift card to create a great, well-rounded gift. Looking for something only Santa can deliver? Drop off letters in a special North Pole mailbox in the Market Square through December 22nd. Make your shopping list and check it twice. Visit thecornersofbrookfield.com.
Sharon needed legal help. She needed Gruber Law Offices.
When I think about Gruber Law Office, I think about how they took care of me, how they make sure that you get what you're supposed to get. Gruber Law Office. One call, that's all. I will always trust one call, that's all.
Injured? Call Gruber Law Offices today. One call, that's all.
They are the best. I'm very happy.
It's Friday, and that means it's time to check in with GKB President Craig Karmazin.
Gabe, you're right. I actually just looked at the stats. No hypocrite has ever won a championship.
Fridays with Mo.
Mark Attanasio, the last thing he wanted to do was play a video and tribute Craig Counsell in any way. So I give Mark Attanasio a ton of credit.
Craig Karmazin on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy is sponsored by Landworks Landscape Services. Their creative and talented team will design, build, enhance, and maintain beautiful landscapes in southeastern Wisconsin. Learn more and see their work at landworkswisconsin.com.
It's Friday. I think I feel better after talking with Jason Wilde. We'll see if Craig Karmazin adds or subtracts to that. Don't worry, we will get to Chewy's sack story at some point here on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy. But now we welcome in the founder and CEO of Good Karma Brands, Craig Karmazin. Good morning, Craig.
Morning, guys.
How are we doing?
After that game last night, do you feel better, the same about the Packers? I don't know if you can feel worse, but I think it's either better or the same.
It's exactly what you were hoping for. It's what I said was the best case scenario for this team. Like, what a game that was for them. I mentioned the Giants-Patriots game when the Patriots went undefeated in the Super Bowl when I was on a few weeks ago. And that game, the Patriots ended up beating the Giants 38-35. That was actually at Giants Stadium at the time. And that was when the Giants knew they could actually beat the Patriots. And then when they met in the Super Bowl, obviously, it wouldn't have been like this would be the NFC Championship. Patriots hung with them, got it done at the end of the game. That's exactly what we saw last night. The Packers have to feel like they're as good as the Lions. I mean, they feel great coming out of that game. They shut down St. Brown. They moved the ball. They moved the ball at will. I know there were injuries. What?
There's still scars. Come on, there's still scars.
They shut down.
Still scars.
They shut down St. Brown until they needed to on 2nd down and 17.
Craig, you can't give up 27 first.
Watson had a fumble, which is actually what the kind of turnover you'd want, right? Like, you don't want your running back. You wouldn't want Jacobs to have a fumble. You wouldn't want Love to throw an interception. Like, if you were going to have a fumble, you want a fluke like that. I mean, this is like.
It's not the best case scenario. Best case scenario is actually winning the game. And as somebody as competitive as you, trying to tell me that a loss is the best case scenario, that's, again, I'm not saying you can't feel good about them coming out of this game, because I'm picking up what you're putting down. But best case scenario was actually winning the game, and you're super competitive, so I'm surprised that you would say best case scenario was not winning.
It's the best case scenario for a loss, is what I'm saying.
Okay,
and
all right.
It has you believing, if you're the team, that you absolutely are the better team and can beat them, and you know that the Lions are going to come in, and you hope, as Chewy's told us in the past, that they come into the NFC Championship or wherever you'd meet them, winning 15 in a row at that point or whatever it is, because you feel like you are the better team coming off of that game. That was
They're not
on
the
the
better
road.
team. Craig, they're not the better team. You know they're not the better team. I mean,
the
they're
Lions
off their
handed
defenses.
them. I agree. The Lions handed them the Lions handed them field position in the one situation, which I know made that easier. But who knows what health is going to be looking forward? I mean, this game gave the Packers a ton of confidence, and I think gave teams around the league a view that like the Lions are stoppable.
I said it in the first segment, Craig. I'm like, yes, they can beat the Lions. They can beat the Eagles. They can beat Buffalo. They can beat Kansas City. They can beat the Ravens. They just can't do it 3 games in a row on the road. I'm sorry. They can't. Okay? Would you agree with that?
It's hard, and it's probably like a 15% chance, right?
Yeah,
that's what everyone's chance is to go to the Super Bowl. So I think the Packers are absolutely right in this thing. And the biggest reason I'm so excited about this team, and by the way, I'm a Bears fan, but if I'm a Packers fan, I'm so excited about this team.
Wait. You're a Bears fan? Yeah. Wait, so you're equally a Bears, Rams, and Jets fan?
Browns also.
Well, hold on.
I forgot about the Browns.
Gabe, you know the rule here. It's whatever station makes them the most money, and it floats all the time.
Okay.
That's his favorite team.
It's not what makes.
So right
us the
now,
most money.
obviously,
It's what
Chicago's
costs us
making
the
more
most
money than Milwaukee.
No. It's that we've paid the Bears the most money, so we need them the most to make up the money that we paid them. So that's why we have
there
to
we
root
go.
for them the hardest.
Craig, hold
All
on.
right, so he's a Bears fan. That
I
stings
asked
a
this
little
to Gabe. Answer this, because I asked it to Ashy during the break. I said, would Packer fans be okay with losing to the Bears at home the last game of the year to get healthy?
Not the fans who are there.
Yeah.
Not
Gabe,
in.
Would you be okay
Gabe,
with
would
that?
you say like in principle, yes, but if you had to actually watch it, no.
Correct. Yes. In principle, I understand what you're saying, and I agree with it. When I sit down to watch that game and they lose to the Bears, like if you lose to the Bears, then you can lose to anybody.
I'm pulling that. I think it's a great question. I'm pulling at you.
So
but if you rest, hold on, you rest Josh Jacobs,
Come on,
you
but,
rest Elton
really,
Jenkins,
after they played
you
so
rest
good,
Josh
actually,
Meyer.
You really need to take it there.
Yes, we do. I think we do, because this is what it's heading towards. This is where.
Did anybody see the play where the offensive line decided not to block and Jordan Love eluded the pass rush, and then Jordan Love threw a pass that may have been slightly tipped, like all the way down the left sideline, that was perfect in the smallest little window and complete in like the fourth quarter in like a pressure drive. It was like Aaron Rodgers meets Brett Favre-esque. Like Jordan Love was a wizard. He was so comfortable in the pocket. He was moving around. I mean, what we saw last night from Jordan Love had to make you think, thank God we have this quarterback. Like so many franchises, we've seen so much bad quarterback play. You have to be ecstatic coming out of that game. I mean, Jordan Love looked better than he looked all year in that second half. I know you probably didn't stay awake for it, Chewy, but come on.
He made it through the third
Jordan
quarter.
Love was unbelievable.
He made it through the third quarter, Craig. We should be proud of him.
Craig, this is a defense that was playing with guys off of the street. Off of the street. These guys are not going to be playing the next time they face them. They're not.
We saw Rasul Douglas was a guy off the street. I mean, guys can play, and Jordan Love was making plays. I mean, Jordan Love, no one can take away from, in my mind, how good. I know he's like 12 of 20 or whatever, so the completion percentage doesn't look amazing. Jordan Love was incredible in that second half.
He was 9 for 13 in the second half.
Yeah,
and those drives, one after another, I mean, you can't help but be optimistic if you're a Packers fan watching the way Jordan Love played last night. It's a quarterback league, and Jordan Love looked like he was a top 5 quarterback in that second half.
Yeah, he looked like the guy that you paid all that money to, certainly. But, Craig, I do want to know, are you as excited for tonight as I am?
What's tonight?
The return of Chris Middleton, baby!
We did it, huh? We did it.
No?
I am beyond excited.
Yeah!
I will believe it when I see it because it's been a long time coming. But we had so few times last year where we were able to see this team together, and seeing the way the team's come together over the last 3-4 weeks, and just there was no like big strategic change, some different rotations and all that. But it really is the team just getting their mojo back, and to have Chris come back. And, I think Chris, like people were like, when's this going to happen? When's this going to happen? Double ankle surgery. And I don't know, Chewy, how you feel about it, but like how much about it for an athlete like that is doctors saying they're ready, and how much of it, like in a sport like this, when you said you have to play like almost out of control, how much of it is the player like feeling like they can actually do it?
Well, I can only speak for myself because I really shouldn't be on the air today because I suffered a major injury yesterday, but I'm one of those old school
to your
guys.
sack, don't be descriptive.
Don't care what the doctor says. All I want to do is play and get better. So there's a little bit of both. Sometimes you don't listen to the doctor and you do your own thing, which is what I did. So I'm just kind of limping through. Can we get back to the Packers? Craig, have you watched Philly play? Have you watched Philly play?
A ton.
Philly is better than Detroit.
Philly
Philly is better than Detroit because Philly's defense is nasty.
I was going to say Philly's D is better than Detroit. When they don't have Devontae Smith, they're a little limited, I think, because Detroit just is deeper there. But I think once you add Devontae Smith back, and if he's healthy, then I will say that. The thing I will say that also is why I would be really excited if I'm a Packers fan. I know Dan Campbell's going to get all these accolades for all of his fourth down stuff last night. I believe in a one-game situation against the Eagles or the Lions, it is more likely that the opposing coach is going to lose the game for his team than win the game for his team. And I trust Matt Lafleur in that big spot way more than I trust the decision-making of either of those two knuckleheads that are running those other teams.
I would agree with you there.
I understand where you're coming from, Craig, but so then do you just chalk last night up to an aberration? Because Matt Lafleur was not on his game early, and that's why they kind of dug themselves that 17-7 hole at halftime.
Yeah, I guess what I'm talking about is the big picture decision making. I love Dan Campbell as a leader. I think he's awesome, and just the Lions were bad for like 50 years.
Yeah,
it's unbelievable the way his attitude has transformed that entire organization. But when on 4th and 1, from their own 30, they pitch the ball and pitch it 8 yards back, and the Packers then get the ball right away at the 30. And then, at the end of the game, the decision he made, I get it. He kept the ball out of Jordan Love's hands, but the Packers did not have any timeouts. I mean, they had no timeouts. I get imposing your will and attitude and all that, but I think in a one-game situation, I think the decision-making of both the Lions and the Eagles are more likely to come back to get them and help the Packers in a big spot.
Craig, did you see the drawing between the fan holding the flag and Lafleur? I could see that being you at a Bucs game if they were playing Denver in the finals.
What Craig's just going to start?
Or nay?
He's going to start jawing at Jokic or what?
Yes.
That's
no,
guy. He's got his brother.
Malone or Campbell.
No, I mean I'm more likely to tell our fans to chill. That is not me at all.
That isn't.
I'm more. Yeah, no, I'm more likely to encourage our fans to be respectful to the referees and to be good fans. That's not me at all. Sorry.
Okay.
Craig,
I'm not the owner of the Phoenix Suns who's gonna wrestle the ball away from Jokic when the ball comes to the sidelines. That's not my vibe.
No, this was years ago when Chris hit a game winner. I mean, Craig was really close to jumping on the monkey pile one time after a game winner. I think he'd be more likely to do that than be jawing with somebody else.
Absolutely. I'm all for the celebration. I'm all for jumping in on that.
Craig, appreciate the time. We'll talk to you again next week.
All right, thanks, guys.
Craig Karmazin joins us each and every Friday here on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy. Look, it's cold outside. You wake up in the morning, it's 15 degrees outside. But you still want to play golf. Where do you go? X-Golf at American Family Field is where you go. Beautiful facility overlooking left field, so you can kind of see what's going on inside the ballpark all year round. The accurate simulators, they are state-of-the-art, fantastic. Maybe you're looking to up your game this offseason. Take a lesson from their PGA pro, my buddy Andy Barrett. But what to me is really cool about X-Golf at American Family Field, especially if you've never been there, the space is just so unique. It's unlike anything else. So it's a great place to go and host your next big event. Whether you're a fan of golf or not, you can certainly set up the simulators, different games, long drive, long putt, close to the pin, things like that. But because the space is so cool and unique, everyone is going to enjoy the full bar and menu that they have at X-Golf at American Family Field. So find out more information. Book your sim today. xgolfamfamfield.com.
Jen, Gabe, and Chewy are back after this on 94.5 ESPN.
They say seeing is believing, and when you see what's inside at American Place Casino, you better believe you're gonna love it. Because when it comes to amazing gaming, we're a real game changer with the most exciting of table games like blackjack, craps, and roulette, the newest slots, a sports book, restaurants, bars, and more. So if you're ready for excitement, we'll see you soon. American Place Casino. Change the game.
Must be 21 years of age or older. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, crisis counseling and referral services can be accessed by calling 1-800-GAMBLER, 1-800-426-2537.
Landworks is the locally owned landscape company to elevate the look of your home or business. Are you tired of fumbling through hundreds of feet of holiday lights just to find out they burn out last season? Let Landworks handle the holiday decorating for you this year so you can focus on what really matters. From festive holiday arrangements to dazzling light displays, their expert designers will work with you to build a display that fits your style and budget. Make your home or business the talk of the neighborhood this year with holiday decorating from Landworks. Visit landworkswisconsin.com.
Football season. Best time of the year and my favorite time of the year. This is ESPN Wisconsin's Brad Nortman. On game days, my favorite teammate is a cold Carbless in my hand. Premium cocktails in a can made right here in the great state of Wisconsin. Maybe it's when I'm at the tailgate ahead of kickoff or getting ready at home for the game. Carbless is there. Zero sugar, zero carbs, and gluten-free. Carbless features classic cocktails like margarita, Paloma, and even Moscow Mule, and vodka cocktail flavors like cranberry, lemon, and peach. Find it on your next grocery trip. Carbless. Less is more.
Ready to tackle your home improvement project this winter? Exterior Pros and Baths is here to help you score big with quality home exterior and shower upgrades. As a 5-time President's Club Award winner, Exterior Pros is not playing around. With flexible financing, it's never been easier to invest in your home without breaking the bank. Get started today and save $2,000. Visit extpros.com or call 262-800-4274. That's 262-800-4274. Trust the pros and kick off your home transformation today.
ESPN Milwaukee's Jen Latta here. 'Tis the season for celebrating at St. Kate the Arts Hotel. Join them this holiday season for special events to get you in the festive mood. From a spectacular brunch with Santa to the holiday marketplace and one-of-a-kind dinner and a show experiences, St. Kate has a celebration happening nearly every week through the holiday season. Make a night of it and extend the experience by booking an overnight stay at St. Kate. Special packages are now available. Celebrate the holidays with St. Kate. Learn more by visiting stkatearts.com/holidays.
Woo! Hey, this is Ben Brust from Kyle Brust and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin. People can't stop screaming about the Screamin' Sicilian frozen pizza, and no wonder. There's plenty to scream about, like the buttery stone-fired crust, secret recipe tomato sauce, mounds of whole milk mozzarella, and tons of premium toppings. Find Screamin' Sicilian in your local grocer's freezer and find out for yourself why Sport called Screamin' Sicilian's holy pepperoni frozen pizza the best of the best. Screamin' Sicilian. Taste what all the screamin' is about.
Cousin Subs is spicing things up this fall with a new sub and a delicious shake. The Chipotle Cheesesteak Sub with either grilled-to-order chicken or steak features pepper jack cheese, sauteed green peppers and onions, jalapenos, and Chipotle ranch dressing. And that's not all. Pair your Chipotle cheesesteak with a delicious mint shake and your taste buds will fall in love. Order in-store, online, or via the mobile app. Cousin Subs. We believe in better.
This is Matt Meitner, owner of Sit Means Sit Dog Training. Do you find yourself talking to your dog but feel like she's not listening to you?
Bella, sit!
Are you constantly repeating yourself but she's not following your directions?
Sit! Sit!
Frustrating, isn't it? At Sit Means Sit Dog Training, we want to help you have a happy, confident, and obedient dog, and we also want to make the training process an enjoyable and worthwhile experience. Contact Sit Means Sit today to schedule a free consultation so we can create a customized training program so you are able to have the dog you want and deserve.
Sit Means Sit Dog Training. Sorry, we don't train husbands, wives, or kids.
A standout performance.
Love to the end zone. Watson spins his way for the touchdown.
A player who energized the team.
He goes to the air. It's intercepted. Jair Alexander high-stepping for 6.
It's time for the current electric superhero MVP of the game on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
Put it in the air this time. It is through there to Wicks and a touchdown.
Whether it's as small as a switch repair or as big as a whole home rewiring or even a generator to keep your lights on, call the superheroes from Current Electric. Go to callcurrent.com.
Delayed blitz. The pass to the end zone. Kraft. Touchdown. Wow. Tucker Kraft.
Wow is right. One of the best throws of the game for Jordan Love, also the one that Craig was talking about. A couple of really good throws by Jordan. He was spectacular in the second half. Unfortunately, the Packers still fell. But Jordan Love, our superhero of the game, brought to you by Current Electric. So many things to get into in Hour 2. We'll take a closer look at that NFC playoff picture. Plus, we will get to Chewy's sack story. Hour 2 starts in 2 minutes. Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
Never miss out on a second of the show. Find Jen, Gabe, and Chewy on Spotify, Apple, or wherever you get your podcasts with Wisconsin On Demand. Sponsored by Celsius Essential Energy Drink.
Right now, we're looking at a pretty good ride. Typical delays at the moment. Eastbound 94 is going to be backed up from Highway F all the way to Barker Road, and then again from 84th Street all the way through the Stadium Interchange to 35th. The westbound side's backed up from 35th to Mitchell Boulevard. A little bit delayed still on eastbound 894 between Forest Home and 60th Street, so heads up with that. Other than that, 41, 43, both looking pretty good. Traffic is brought to you by Racine Danish Kringles. This season, try their newest holiday pastry, Eggnog Kringle. Go to kringle.com to order or call 800-4DANISH. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast. Today, morning sun, increasing clouds with a high of 30. Then tonight, partly cloudy, not as cold, low of 26. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
It's almost Christmas, and Capco Kids to Kids Toy Drive event is this Saturday in Grafton.
Come enjoy the holidays with us and WTMJ as we collect toys for families in need this season.
There will be musical performances and a fun tribute for the Ozaukee County first responders.
And don't forget to bring toys.
Help us make a difference this Christmas. Visit kidstoKidstoydrive.com.
See you this Saturday in Grafton.
Hey, this is the Fat Jack, and it is championship week. Are you ready to make some money betting on the games? For only $49 this weekend, you can get yourself into profit betting on sports. $49 gets you 4 football, 4 basketball, and 9 NFL prop games going this weekend for only $49. Go to fatjacksports.com and consistently build profits starting this weekend for only $49. Get a longer package, it's less than $100 a week. fatjacksports.com to win this weekend.
Hey, this is Jen Latta. You're listening to 94.5 ESPN, WKTI, and WKTI HD Milwaukee.
A locally owned Good Karma brand station. Showtime. The right way to start your day. This is Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
Backs up, throws, touchdown to Gibbs. Delayed blitz. The pass to the end zone. Kraft. Touchdown. Wow. Fires, it's intercepted. Nixon with the pick, and down the sideline he goes.
This is Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
Jacobs in there. Touchdown Green Bay, and they have the lead again. Back and forth, we continue to go. Play fake to the end zone. Caught, touchdown. Tim Patrick again. They are going. And then Goff falls down, but Montgomery is able to pick up the first down. And this should seal it. They'll run the clock down, kick the field goal. What a call. Ball game. And what a game.
This is Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
Just didn't make enough plays early on, and obviously put the defense in a tough position.
Obviously, extremely disappointed for our guys. I thought it was one of those games that we knew exactly how it was going to be. It was going to be a hard-fought, back-and-forth game, and that's what it was.
I think we're right there with them as an explosive offense, so we're not worried about that.
And like I told our team, we're going to have to earn the right to potentially come back here. And it's not going to be easy.
This is Jen, Gabe, and Chewy, broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studios at the Avenue with Gabe Neitzel and Mark Chmura. Here's Jen Latta.
Running her mouth, she wants to ride it, she's trying to hide it. I'm cool as ever, she's too excited.
Bad news for the Packers is that they lost 34-31 to the Lions yesterday. So they're basically a wild card team. I think it's a 99% chance they're a wild card team at this point, Chew, because in order to win the division, the Lions would have to lose out and the Packers would have to win out. But, the Packers are going to be a wild card, so we know that. And you have stated before that there is some advantage in knowing that and preparing. Okay, we're going to have to go on the road for 3 straight if we want to make it to a Super Bowl in the NFC playoffs. But we're already starting to look forward. Because if you're a wild card, you're going to be playing a divisional winner. Now, I don't think the Packers are going to fall all the way to that 7 seed, so we're looking at 5-6. So that means you're either going to play the NFC South champ or the NFC West champ. And that means the Falcons, Buccaneers, Seahawks, I guess technically everybody's still alive because it's only 2 games separating first from last in the NFC West. So anybody in the West, or it's going to be the Falcons and Buccaneers. and it's going to have to be on the road. Is there a team you would prefer in any of these situations?
If I was to rank them?
Yeah, let's do it. You love to power rank.
All right, so 4, I would want to go to Arizona.
Wait.
3.
So how are you ranking?
Yeah.
You're ranking them from...
I'm saying the number one team I don't want to play.
Okay, the number one. Okay, I just wanted to make sure we were all on the same.
Number one team I don't want to play is Seattle. Because they're offensively, they're ranked in the top 10. They don't rush the ball, but that is a tough place to play. Mm-hmm. Their fans are into it.
Who cares if they don't run the football, Chewy? Right now, the problem's the pass defense if Jair's not in there.
Yes. 2, Tampa Bay.
Okay, I thought he was going to say Atlanta, just to be a Richard.
But you're the Atlanta guy, Chew. Why wouldn't you say Atlanta?
Well, because he's also the Tampa guy.
You got to pick a lane. Got to pick one.
We've literally never made him choose once. Why were we going to start now?
Because I already put the poll on. I didn't put Tampa on there because you didn't tell me to. So now I'm mad at myself, and I've done the wrong thing. Way to go, Chew.
What did I say was 2? Tampa
Bay.
Atlanta, Arizona.
Yeah, I mean, those
Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay's scary because they're schizophrenic. One week they play really well. I mean, because you look at the tough teams they've played, they barely lost. So they're decent. Arizona, there's no history there, whatever. That people, great, whether they win or lose.
Well, I mean, you boat raced them. Yeah, you're fine.
Atlanta has so many weapons, but I think Raheem Morris is not a head coach.
And Kirk Cousins is not a good quarterback.
In the end, he'll screw it up. So, yeah, that's how I would rank them. How would you rank them?
Yeah, I think I would keep them in a similar order. I don't think I want to play anybody in that, other than Arizona. Like if LA, because right now the Rams are just a game behind. So if the Rams get hot and win that division, that could be a hot team you don't want to go play. Same thing with San Francisco. Now, I don't think San Francisco is going to do it. I think they're done. Because they had to put, they had to put both their top running backs on IR.
Yeah, they're done.
My fear after the Packers had played them was that they were going to get healthy, and it doesn't look like that's going to happen.
No.
So I think San Francisco's done. But I would not want to play. Playing at Los Angeles is not a big issue because the Rams really don't have fans in LA. But again, if they put it together, that's a scary offense if Puka Nacua and Cooper Kupp are healthy. That's the scary part to them. If they were to rise up and win that division, because that means they were playing well down the stretch, and that would be the proverbial hot team you don't want to play.
Yeah, and McVay's a good coach.
Yep.
I don't think Todd Bowles is a great head coach, and like I said, I don't think Raheem Morris. So
yeah, and Mike McDonald is
a big advantage there.
First-time head coach out in Seattle, so we don't know enough about him.
I mean, Arizona, that doesn't scare you at all.
And especially playing at Arizona, no. That's There's nothing scary. I don't even know if there's anything scary about playing at Tampa Bay. It's just, again, the Jekyll and Hyde nature of their offense is what would be scary about them. Whereas Seattle, it's just a tough place to play.
Yeah. What about my other question, Gabe? You never answered it. Would you be okay with the Packers resting everyone against the Bears and lose that game in order to get healthy-ish for the playoffs?
Again, I think I answered.
I mean, I see it.
I think
coming.
I answered.
I see it coming.
I think I answered it. In principle, yes, but at the end of the day, I want to beat the crap out of the Bears every single week. Lafleur's never lost to the Bears. I don't want the one win that the Bears have over the Packers to be a white flag game for Matt Lafleur because they're resting everyone. I just want Matt Lafleur to never lose to the Bears. Is that too much to ask for? Matt Lafleur never losing to the Bears.
Ashy, talk about picking a lane. Gabe, pick a lane.
No, he can do whatever he wants.
You don't have to pick a lane. But wait, so let me get this straight. The rules,
I picked the lane. I ranked all 4.
The rules here
got you there.
Yeah.
He's got you there. I mean, he's got
you. What side are you on?
Honestly, I'm not sure.
Picking a lane.
I haven't decided. I'm letting Will run the board. You're doing your thing. Chewy's Chewy. So I haven't decided which lane I'm on yet. I think I'm pro Chewy today.
Wait, hold on. I thought you were joining our team.
I'm on. Yeah, I'm you. You're my guy.
I'm saying
What
Green Bay's team.
No,
are you still?
I think he's in on the Bears after they fired
my guy
because they fired Eberflus.
Yeah, I know, but beating the Packers at home, that's going to make your whole season when they're just going to be dysfunctional again. Celebrate.
It would make their whole season. If the Packers lost at Lambeau to end the year against the Bears, that would make the entire Bears season.
Okay, but here's the thing, Chewy. I think it's a great question that you're asking us. I just don't think that there's any logical, feasible opportunity for that to happen. They're not going to have this.
Yes, there is. Then I'm going to tell you
locked up. Okay, go ahead. I'll let you.
I'll tell you why. Because Minnesota plays Detroit the last game of the year. Detroit's going to rest all their players. They're not going to play anyone. And Minnesota's going to win that game anyway. And then couple this, Ashton. What if Minnesota beats Green Bay in Minnesota to lock up the seedings where the Bears game means absolutely nothing? It means zero. It means zilch.
I mean, yes.
You're not resting your players because of a dumb rivalry?
I don't think it's because of the rivalry. I think it's because unless there are that many players that need to sit and it would actually benefit them, I don't know if they want to not go in with some momentum.
I'm sure Elton Jenkins would benefit. I'm sure Josh Jacobs would benefit. I'm sure whoever's banged up at the receiver core would benefit. I'm sure the Kenny Clark would probably benefit from having a week off.
Well, anything else you can figure out to benefit Kenny Clark, I'm all ears. If you've got other ways to benefit Kenny Clark, let me know.
You should try running faster. Give that a shot at the quarterback.
Ryan wants to know, 800-990-3776, can we get an Ashley was wrong button? Not happy the Packers lost, but Ashton was so wrong, LOL.
Hold on. Okay, here's what Ryan is referring to is after Green Bay game night, after the Dolphins game, I said I thought the Packers would lose by 2 touchdowns. I would like to say the first half of that game, I was looking pretty damn good.
It turns out they play full games, though.
Doesn't matter because I stopped watching. That's not true, but I'm trying to be Chewy here.
Well, I mean, he does have a point.
It doesn't
it's kind of like, Gabe, hold on, Gabe. It's kind of like how I won this week's pool again for like the 7th time in a row. It's kind of the same thing. If you look at the box score and take away the red zone efficiency, you would say, yes, they lost by 14.
As long as you don't look at the final score, yes, they lost by 14.
Yes.
As long as the final score does not factor into what we are talking about, then you can do whatever you want, I guess.
Hold on. Can you pull up Maddie's picks?
Yeah.
Pull them up.
Yeah, there were 3 people.
Is there anyone who there were 3 people that said what?
That the Packers would lose.
Yeah, but what were the score they said?
I said 28-24.
So that's 4.
You said 34-27.
That's 7.
And Ben Brust said 27-24.
That's 3.
So I won.
No, you.
Jeez, I'm crow.
Your math
won,
is that
Ashton.
You lost. Ben guessed.
I nailed one of the scores. 34.
Sure.
And I was off by 4 in another, but I did the math in my head and show you how I came to that. You guys just threw down a score. Which screams of cheating.
Wait. When you predict in these things that Maddie sends out that the final score is going to be 3-2, there's a formula to that?
Yes.
There's a
total
formula?
Gabe, if you turned in just the score to a teacher without showing the work, she's going to think you cheated.
Wait a second. What about when you said it was going to be 70-2? What was your formula for that one, genius?
That's more the feel of the game. That was based upon the feel of the game. If you watched the game, it felt like 70-2. That's all I was doing. I was being demonstrative.
I got to give him credit, though, for backing himself up here on this and just not even backing down at all. I got to shout out to Chewy here. He's right. Chewy was right. Yeah, that boy.
Yeah. He wins. Wait, I had a hand just like that. Doesn't matter. Chewy wins. Do we think Goody is kicking himself for passing on a number of corners in the draft after last night? We also had a different text. I don't remember who it was from, asking about Goody passing, not getting a pass rusher at the trade deadline. Same thing with corners. I don't blame Goody, by the way, for not getting a pass rusher at the trade deadline. Takes 2 to tango, and really the only pass rusher that was truly available was Darius Smith, and we all know that wasn't going to happen. So finding a pass rusher that was going to make an actual impact on this team was a tall task and one that was likely not to be accomplished at the trade deadline. But corner being a need and I think that's after Jair. They felt better, I think, about Stokes. I think they felt better about Carrington Valentine at the beginning of the season, and those moves, those players have not worked out to this point. Stokes not going to be here next year. Valentine will probably still be here, though.
Would Jair have made a difference?
I think so. In a three-point game, when their quarterback had 13 straight completions in the fourth quarter, if Jair's out there and makes an incompletion on one of them, like if Jair's in coverage on Amon-Ra St. Brown on the play that got them back into field goal range after they were called for a hold, he's got a better chance of breaking it up. I don't know if he actually does, but he makes a difference. He absolutely makes a difference.
Where are people on Jair? The temperature? Are they sick of him not playing when?
Yeah.
Unless he's 100%. I mean, because Detroit could sit there and go, well, if we had Aiden Hutchinson, it wouldn't have been a 3-point game.
Yeah. But, Aiden's also out for the year, right? And with Jair.
No, he's not out for the year. He's not out for the year. He's not out for the year. He is not out for the year, okay? He's not.
Aiden Hutchinson is out for the year. And Jair is not. Jair's not even on IR. And so there's the possibility of him actually being out there, especially when they talk about, oh, hey, but we're going to work him out. We're going to make a decision. And it seems like he's getting closer. But especially when that is just such a glaring weakness right now, Jair being out there, I think, would have made a difference. I don't know if they actually win the game. Maybe it's the exact same score.
Yeah.
But maybe it just looks different. Jair makes a difference.
It wouldn't have been 18 passing first downs.
Yeah.
That's not good.
Yeah.
That's not good.
I think that Jair getting healthy is going to be a huge key for the Packers, as much as some people probably don't want to admit that. I think that's a huge key for the Packers making a run. We have been teasing it all morning. Chewy's got a sack problem. He's going to tell us about it coming up next. But first, I want to tell you about a shopping spree at the Bucks Pro Shop. What could be better than that for your holiday shopping? 1 week from today, Friday, December 13th, Kyle Wallace from Kyle Brust and Nortman is going to be at the Bucks Pro Shop at Fiserv Forum starting at noon. Get there early, answer some Bucks trivia questions, and that shopping spree will be all yours. But make sure you get there on time. The first fan to answer 3 trivia questions in a row is the winner. December 13th at the Bucks Pro Shop at Fiserv Forum. We'll see you out there.
Jen, Gabe, and Chewy continues next on 94.5 ESPN.
Right now, we're looking at a pretty good ride. Typical delays at the moment. Eastbound 94 is going to be backed up from Highway F all the way to Barker Road, and then again from 84th Street all the way through the Stadium Interchange to 35th. The westbound side's backed up from 35th to Mitchell Boulevard. A little bit delayed still on eastbound 894 between Forest Home and 60th Street, so heads up with that. Other than that, 41, 43, both looking pretty good. Traffic is brought to you by Racine Danish Kringles. This season, try their newest holiday pastry, Eggnog Kringle. Go to kringle.com to order or call 800-4DANISH. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast. Today, morning sun, increasing clouds with a high of 30. Then tonight, partly cloudy, not as cold, low of 26. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
Hey, it's Jason Wilde, and I have the perfect gift idea for you. A custom holiday gift box filled with all your Kringle favorites from Racine Danish Kringles. There's no wrapping needed, and this season you can try their newest holiday pastry, Eggnog Kringle, created to bring festive cheer to your celebration. Filled with rich, creamy eggnog and topped with sweet icing and a sprinkle of cinnamon, it's perfect for sharing with loved ones. Go to kringle.com to order or call 800-4DANISH. Racine Danish Kringles, it's not just a treat, it's a tradition.
Take the stress out of the holiday season with the Milwaukee Bucks. Get all your shopping done with Bucks deal season offers, featuring great gifts and limited time packages that even Scrooge will love. Score deals for everyone on your list, including yourself, from the Milwaukee Bucks and Fiserv Forum. 'Tis the season for cheer with your favorite deer. After all, there's no place like Fiserv Forum for the holidays. Shop the offers today at bucks.com/deal season.
Winter is here. Don't let your car care take a backseat. Protect your car against rust, salt, and grime this season at Tsunami Express Car Wash. Tsunami Express makes cleanup a breeze with their state-of-the-art wash technology, powerful free vacuums, and convenient unlimited wash memberships. Try their new best-in-class T2 with graphene wash for the ultimate long-lasting shine and protection. Tsunami Express Car Wash. Wash, chill, repeat. Try your first wash free when you sign up online at TsunamiExpress.com.
Hey, it's ESPN Milwaukee's Jen Latta here with Brad Nortman, and we've got a holiday deal from Quintessa Aesthetic Center that you don't want to miss.
That's right, Jen. The holidays are coming up fast, and if you're looking for the perfect gift for that special woman in your life, or maybe you're interested in checking out Quintessa for yourself, we've got you covered.
Now, through December 20th, for every $100 gift card you buy, you'll get a $20 bonus card. It's a once-a-year deal to make her holiday unforgettable or treat yourself.
Visit myquintessa.com today to grab this special offer.
Mark Tosher here, encouraging you to join in on the fun with Prize Picks, the best place to get real money sports action. With over 10 million members and billions of dollars in awarded winnings, Prize Picks has made daily fantasy sports accessible to all. You just pick more or less on at least 2 players for a shot to win up to 100 times your cash. PrizePicks is the only real money daily fantasy platform with an injury insurance policy so that your lineups stay in play even if one of your players gets injured. If your player leaves in the first half and doesn't return, PrizePicks keeps your lineup live. PrizePicks puts their members first, so all withdrawals are fast, safe, and secure. And when your picks hit, you get your money in as quick as 15 minutes. And you can now win up to 100 times your money on PrizePicks with as little as 4 correct picks. Download the app today. Use code WI to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code WI to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. PrizePicks. Run your game.
This is Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
Is it against the law to be a moron or no?
The law,
Not yet.
I texted this to Jen earlier. The law does protect some people from things that are called an attractive nuisance.
On 94.5 ESPN.
Give a shout out to Racine Danish Kringle because the holidays are here, and now is the time to order a custom holiday gift box filled with all your Kringle favorites from Racine Danish Kringles. There's no wrapping needed. Try their newest holiday pastry, Eggnog Kringle, created to bring festive cheer to your celebrations, filled with rich, creamy eggnog topped with sweet icing and just a sprinkle of cinnamon. It's perfect for sharing with loved ones. They dropped some off here. I was trying some during the break. Really enjoying it. Just go to Kringle.com to order or call 800-4DANISH. Super easy to order at Kringle.com, though. Racine Danish Kringles, not just a treat, it is a tradition.
Deep drop, has time. Going deep, has his man. Caught and taken down to the 10-yard line is Christian Watson. So you figure sooner or later that guy might get free, and it happens right there.
Big game for Christian Watson, not enough for the Packers. 34-31, they fall. We were just talking about Jair Alexander, did not play because he was hurt again yesterday. Jeff in the 920 said he is totally out on Jair, most overrated and overpriced player in the league. And Clint saying, yeah, sick of Jair not playing. Need to draft a cornerback or sign a big free agent if available. Jair should be traded. I don't know if Jair's going to get traded. If he's not on this team yet next year, my guess is he is just going to be straight up cut from the team. But Jair's not out there playing injured. But we've got a guy on our team that's still here. He's playing through. So I want to give credit where credit is due. I mean, he showed up. He knew we were shorthanded. Fridays during football season, it's always tough because Jen's gone. She's got to go for college game day. First time ESPN's had, the SEC championship game. They're all excited for that down in Atlanta. And it's just me and the big guy on Fridays, and he didn't want to leave me hanging, so he's playing injured. So, Chewy, how did you injure your sack?
Okay, so once a year, I always get tendonitis somewhere.
Okay.
Knee, elbow, bicep tendonitis, and I usually power through it. So I've had tendonitis in my elbow for about a month now, and I just deal with it. You just play through the pain. And
so it's just more. Is it more of a nuisance? Like, what kind of pain are we talking about here?
It hurts. Just kind of an annoying. But it hurts. When you go into the weight room, you kind of work around it, which isn't always the best thing. So I'm in there yesterday, and I'm, a meathead from Massachusetts.
Yep.
Thursdays, I put 315 on the bench and do it for 3 sets of 8, which I do it, fairly easy. For a guy that's 55, that's not bad. I do it to show off
honestly,
a little bit. Hold on, I'm going to come clean. I do it to show off because all these
What? You do?
20-year-olds that take their SARMs and all they do is like the biceps and triceps and lateral. They don't get on a bench. So I'm like, you want to take your SARMs and look big? Why don't you get on a bench and show me what you do? So I kind of do that to get in their face.
Wait.
I make
SARMs? What are SARMs?
It's a PED that these rockheads take.
Okay.
Rockheads, I like that one.
So I'm in there doing my thing, and I'm on my third set, and I'm like, that didn't feel good. So then it just starts to swell and restricts. In a lot of pain, and I'm like, I didn't want to leave, but I had to. I knew I couldn't lift anymore, so I went on the bike and did this and then went home. So I made the mistake of calling the kids.
Wait, so you called the kids and let them know that, hey, I was repping 315 today.
Go? Yeah. Like, were you bragging and then to tell them, or were you complaining? How did this call go?
Well, I call them anyways, and I'm like, I blew up my bursa sack again. And all of them, why don't you grow up and start acting 55?
No doubt.
And then I sat there and I'm like, you know what? They're probably right. I should just stick with 225 and rep that out. I'm going to be 56 in February. Just do that. And then I thought about it, and I'm like, hold on. I can still do it.
Yeah.
The reason they're telling me not to is because they're jealous, because they can't do 315. So I want to ask you guys, if I can still do 315, and stuff's going to happen. Things are going to pop. Things are going to pull and things like that. If you can still do it with ease, should I still be doing it? Or should I just back it down to 225 and live with that for the rest of my life?
It doesn't really sound like you can do it, though.
No, he can do it.
Well,
you think our guy didn't finish his rep after he blew out his bursa sack yesterday?
I know that, but I don't want his sack getting injured anymore.
Ashton, tires blow out on brand new cars.
I'm the tire guy. I know that. But, you're not a brand new car.
I'm a classic.
Well,
I'm a restored.
He's a muscle car.
I am a restored muscle car with brand new, not brand new tires.
What car do you think? You think you're like a 67 Shelby GT? What are we talking here?
Yeah. Yes.
At 55 years old.
That's been restored. That's been restored.
I'll say this. Chewy's in the top 1% of 55-year-olds in terms of how in shape they are and how athletic they are.
And as we learned, he's got a paint job, too, from his hair.
That was uncalled for. At least I have hair.
It's a good pop.
Gabe, at least I have hair.
Hey,
right back at you.
Yeah, you can go right back at him.
My hair for 7 years.
You have to admit it was a pretty good pop.
But if I can still do it, right? If I can still do it, then why wouldn't I do it?
I will tell you this right now, Chewy. I have never lifted 315 pounds. I've never bench pressed 315 pounds. I will never bench press 315 pounds.
And my kids are so dumb.
If I could,
I would. Why they're dumb? You know why they're dumb, Gabe? You know why they're dumb?
Well, because they're your kids.
Everyone in this room is now dumber.
They're dumb.
For having
you know why?
to it.
Because Christmas is like 3 weeks away.
Yeah.
And me and Ange are proactive right in the middle of it. Like my kid the other day. Champagne taste with beer money. Jeez, I'm crow. Wants me to get him a pair of jeans, right? Now, how much do you pay for a pair of jeans?
$60. A good pair? A good pair that lasts? Yeah, $60.
Yes. Me, $50, Gabe, right?
Okay, yep.
He sends me a link for $230 jeans.
Excuse me?
What are they
Champagne
made of?
taste with beer money, right?
Excuse me?
You think I bought him?
No.
After his lippiness, do you think I bought him?
I don't think you did. I think you did.
I bought him a pair that I wear, which are fine. Buffalo jeans. You guys heard of Buffalo jeans,
I thought you were
right?
anti-jeans.
Well, I am. I got a new uni for tonight. I'm going to look outstanding.
What about your sack, though? Is it going to be okay in this?
I know. I got to wear. That's the thing. Do I go without the brace? Because I'll look like a dork. But I could re-injure it more.
Yeah, you got to wear the brace. Here's the thing.
I can't wait for this picture.
I think you need to. I don't think you need to back down the 315. Although Clint texts in saying, "Hey, back down to 250, 260, just do more reps." Look, man, I'm with you. Like, if you can do 315, go ahead. Go ahead and show off in the gym at 55, 56 years old. I don't have a problem with it because also, like, if it became a real issue for you, I know you would back off of it. That being said, you have to wear the brace tonight. Like, you got to get the elbow better. This is one of the things you got to accept. You just have to accept at 55 years old, Chew, at 55, you got to wear the brace.
Hold
Look
on.
a little dorky tonight, just so
Let me tell you what I'm doing, though.
So you can get back to your meathead activities sooner.
Let me tell you what I'm doing, because I've already told Ashy.
Okay. What are you
I
bowling?
want to see Depeche Mode.
What's that?
You don't know Depeche Mode?
Ashley, when you bump it back, play him some Depeche Mode.
I have no idea what we're talking about.
I got a brand new outfit. I got brand new Cole Haan sneakers with the joggers and a pullover. I think I got to suck it up. I think I got to suck it up.
No, I think you got to wear the brace, man.
It's going to detract from the outfit, though.
Yeah, I don't care. Like, this is, there are two things that you do. Well, there are three things you do every day. Three things you do. You do the show, you work out, and you go to the grocery store. Those are the three things you do every single day. There is one thing on that list I know you cannot go without. And it is working out. Going to the gym. You need to do that. And in order to get back into the gym faster, doing the things you want to do, you just got to suck it up and wear the brace.
Okay. You know what I'm really concerned about?
What's that? I mean, you already blew out your sack. I don't know what else is more concerning than that.
How am I going to put product in my hair? Can you do it with one hand?
Ooh.
Are you
I literally cannot move my arm. My arm will not make it to my face.
Well, give it a shot. Let me see.
I can't.
He can't. It's too swollen.
As close as I can get. So that's a concern.
I can't believe I got him to do it. You ask Ange? She can help
to
you.
Put product in my hair?
Yeah. Isn't that what marriage is all about?
I don't think she'll do that.
Wear a hat.
Yeah, but it's going to detract from the outfit.
Right. Well, I mean, but the brace is already going to be detracting from the outfit. So
you're going to send us a picture, right?
I'm not sure I'm wearing. I don't think I'm wearing the brace, Gabe.
He's afraid. You're afraid.
No, I think sometimes you just got to suck it up and play the game. You know.
What game are you playing?
How long is this concert supposed to be?
Anywhere.
There it is. Yeah, you can.
I have no idea.
You're in Florida. You can get anything.
Yeah, you're right. Ashton, you'd go see Depeche Mode, wouldn't you?
With you, I would. Yeah. With anybody else, no, I wouldn't.
All right, you need to bump back their best song, and I guarantee Gabe knows the song.
Okay.
Gabe, do you think you'll know the song?
Well, if you think I'll know it, I'll trust your judgment.
I guarantee you'll know the song.
All right, I'll trust Chewy's judgment. We do have to get to Week in Rechew, see what Chewy remembers from this week, doesn't remember from this week, coming up next. But I do want to tell you, you want to make sure you're loading up before the weekend with some delicious Palermo's pizza. Make sure you put it in your freezer just like I do, because, look, you're going to be kicking back. It's college football championship weekend, all those championship games going on Saturday. You're going to want something that tastes great, and nothing goes better with football than pizza. And with Palermo's, they've got Palermo's, Urban Pie, Connie's, Surfer Boy Pizza, Screamin' Sicilian, all these different brands under one roof because they've been doing it for 60 years. So when it comes to premium frozen pizza, you should not trust anyone other than Palermo's. It's the only thing that goes in my freezer in terms of frozen pizza. Palermo's flavors is our family's business.
More Jen, Gabe, and Chewy coming up on 94.5 ESPN.
Well, things are moving along a lot better now. We've got eastbound 94 still a little bit tight from about 76th Street all the way through the stadium interchange. But other than that, westbound's nice and quiet, heading out of the Marquette all the way into Waukesha County. Bypass is clear, north and south, east and west. Everything's looking good there. And 41 and 43, a quiet ride as well. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast. Today, morning sun, increasing clouds, a high of 30. Tonight, partly cloudy, not as cold, a low of 26. Weather's brought to you by Wisconsin Indoor Golf Center in Waukesha. Always have a slice of summer by playing Pro Tour courses on one of their 12 simulators. Book a bay for just $35 Monday through Thursday. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
Let's get the latest from Lambeau. This is your Green and Gold Fix on 94.5 ESPN. Brought to you by Tri-City National Bank, your hometown bank. Tri-City National Bank offers a full suite of personal and business banking products at 28 convenient locations. Open your account today at the community bank that was voted Milwaukee's best bank. Learn more at tcnb.com.
Packers fell to the Lions 34-31 out in the Motor City on a Jake Bates walk-off field goal. A hard-fought back-and-forth game saw both teams trade blows for 4 quarters. Head coach Matt Lafleur disappointed for his guys to come up just short in the end.
It's only a handful of plays that separate these types of games. And like I told our team, I mean, we're going to have to earn the right to potentially come back here. But I'm confident in the resiliency of our group.
The Packers dropped to 9-4 overall and are all but out of the NFC North title picture. They're back in action a week from Sunday night when they visit the Seattle Seahawks.
This has been your Green and Gold Fix on 94.5 ESPN. Brought to you by Tri-City National Bank.
Concerned about fraud? Tri-City's got your back. Use debit card alerts. Help stop a card hack. You'll get notified when your card's being used so you can prevent your account from abuse. Tri-City National Bank, member FDIC.
When the power goes out, your life is disrupted. Heat, air conditioning, refrigeration, phones, all gone. Be prepared for the next outage with a Generac home standby generator. After sensing a power outage, a Generac generator automatically restores your home's power, whether you're home or away. Power your life with a generator from Adams, Wisconsin's #1 rated Generac dealer. Adams provides sales, installation, maintenance, and 24/7 service from all locations. Learn why Adams is your best choice in providing power peace of mind. Visit adamspower.com today.
Fellas, it's time to get to Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. Walk in, relax, watch football, and before you know it, your hair will be game ready. Lady Jane's in Oak Creek on Howell Avenue, just south of Putes Road. Open 10 to 8, 7 days a week, even Sundays. Walk in anytime. It's wicked awesome.
Seems like gift season kind of snuck up on us, but Fleet Farm's ready to help. For the griller on your list, the Pit Boss Sportsman 500 pellet grill is now $249.99. For the pizza lover, the Biaggia Pizza Oven is just $79.99. Plus, Milwaukee deal days are happening all week long. So save on the hottest Milwaukee tools, like the M12 2-tool combo kit for just $99. Stop in soon and wrap up your gift list at Fleet Farm, home of the best prices, guaranteed.
They say seeing is believing, and when you see what's inside at American Place Casino, you better believe you're gonna love it. Because when it comes to amazing gaming, we're a real game changer. With the most exciting of table games like blackjack, craps, and roulette, the newest slots, a sportsbook, restaurants, bars, and more. So if you're ready for excitement, we'll see you soon. American Place Casino. Change the game.
Must be 21 years of age or older. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, crisis counseling and referral services can be accessed by calling 1-800-GAMBLER, 1-800-426-2537.
This is Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
Just jump on it.
That's what he did.
Chewy, jump on it, jump on it, jump on it. Slow down.
On 94.5 ESPN.
That's the best song you picked?
Okay. So I don't know this song.
No, there's so many. Ashton, he did it on purpose. God, you're such an idiot.
So I feel like I've heard these voices before, so I'm sure there is a song in their catalog that I would recognize.
Ashton, you know what?
Chew, what song did you want?
Depeche Mode best songs. How do you spell Depeche?
All right, well, hey, we can figure that out. But, it's time to play a little We Can Reach You.
Think you know the show better than the average ESPN Milwaukee fan? Now's your chance to prove it. It's time to play the Week in Reach You.
Before we do this, I do want to get this text in from Carrie in Mayville. Hey, dudes. It's Carrie. Has vanity arrogance made the list yet? Go live your dream, Chew. Vanity arrogance is going to make the list.
Should it be weight room arrogance, though? Would that be better?
It's a little bit of both. But yeah,
we'll put them both down.
We'll put them both in there. Okay. Appreciate that. All right, we've got 5 questions of things that Chewy has said throughout the course of the week. We quiz him to see if he remembers saying them, remembers what he was talking about. We have 5 questions here. There is a bonus question that Joshy put together, but I don't think we're going to need it. Chewy has never gotten all 5 wrong. He's never gotten all 5 right. If he gets 3 right, he wins. Question number 1 begins with the audio clip.
I didn't become weird when I started doing radio. I was always weird.
What do you do in your playing days that would make other people think that you are weird?
I take a bath before the game in a bucket of trash. Or a trash bucket.
That's such a good quote by you, by the way.
Ashton, do you think that's weird?
Yeah. But I also know it's normal for athletes.
Well, no, not that.
Not normal.
Not filling. Filling the garbage tub with ice water and doing the ice bath that way, like back in the day, makes sense. Filling it with hot water from the shower and then soaking while you're taking the shower, that's not normal. I am willing to venture that Chewy is the only person in NFL history that has ever done it.
I wish we could call somebody and ask them. Chewy.
All right, Gabe, let me ask you this.
Yeah.
What's weirder, doing that or wearing pantyhose underneath your uniform?
What you did?
No, I didn't. But
no, I'm saying what you did. I'm saying the garbage can in the shower while showering is weirder. Because how many guys wore the pantyhose to stay warm on your team? I guarantee there's more than one.
Kuntz, get out of here. Kuntz was the only one.
Okay. Nobody jumped into the trend he was trying to set?
Oh, that was weird. Very weird.
I think
that's a visual that
athletes are weird.
I blame homegrown. Yeah, they're weird.
What were you complimented about when you said this?
You'll remember this episode. It's more I haven't got action in about 2 weeks, so my mind is much clearer. I remember saying it, but I don't know what we were talking about. Why are you laughing?
Jason complimented you yesterday.
On what?
Because you were asking really good questions recently. And you said the reason why you're asking very good questions was because of what you said in the clip.
Which is a Seinfeld episode.
It's a great Seinfeld. Not just a Seinfeld, a great one. Just an absolute great one. All right. Off to a 1-1 start. Not going to get all 5 right this week. Can still go for the win. Pivotal question number 3 begins with the audio clip.
I need to be stimulated 24/7. Oh, I do remember that.
What did you claim came from a need to be stimulated?
Oh, rules in sports.
The MLB Golden At-Bat rule. Yep.
Yes. Yeah. Am I right?
You're not wrong. Great. Okay. It's a fantastic noise. I didn't see it coming. He just gobbled like a turkey. Question number 4 begins with the audio clip. Hey.
I didn't come to work to get yelled at today. Damn it.
What were you getting yelled at for?
By you guys or by my wife?
It's a great follow-up. By us. You claimed you were being yelled at by us for what?
I have no idea. I remember saying that, but I don't remember why.
Being in the corner of the camera on the YouTube stream, the webcam placements.
See, now Ashton's doing a horrible driving the bus today, right? Because I've already had to move my screen all around. And Josh, he says, do not do that anymore because I'll do it for you.
No.
Obviously, Ashton doesn't subscribe to that school of producing.
First of all, I taught everyone everything they know. Second of all, Chewy, you were all the way in the corner again.
Producer arrogance.
Yeah, we put it on the list for sure.
On my screen, I am right in the middle.
Here, I'm going to show everybody.
Perfectly balanced within my screen.
This is what we get. Look, everyone look on the screen. This is what we see. Do you see all that now?
Yeah, it actually looks like I'm in a locker room.
It does look like you're in a locker room.
You won't stop with this locker room garbage.
Why
because everyone loves the locker room backdrop as opposed to the island backdrop.
I like the island backdrop better. It's
too fake.
I will give you credit for this and this alone. The locker room thing does look real.
It does.
It looks real.
It has like a 3D look to it, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. You or Angie, whoever picked it out, did an excellent job.
I did it myself.
Okay, great.
Attaboy.
Credit.
Yeah. Okay.
Pivotal question number 5. Does Chewy win this week? Does Chewy lose this week on We Can Reach You? Question number 5 begins with the audio clip.
They are clowns to the nth degree.
Who did you say were clowns?
What day of the week?
This
They
would
were
have
clowns to
been
the nth
Wednesday.
degree. Oh, the WIAA.
Hey!
Yes. Yeah, all I needed to hear were clowns.
The bonus point, if needed, it wasn't, but Joshy just wanted to, quiz you anyway, I guess. You would get a bonus point if needed to win. Name one school who was left out of the high school football playoff.
Greenfield. I used to coach there.
Just
and
dominated.
then Madison West was the other one. Yeah.
Oh, he got both of them.
Suck it,
Yeah.
Josh.
How about, hold on. We got a little time here, right?
Yeah.
How in the world did Joshy not watch last night's game to go to a concert? How on God's green earth does that happen? The biggest toad ever. He must have gotten in trouble so bad with Mussolini.
What? But I don't know if she went. He went with Scalzo and Brust.
I, to my knowledge, and I'm purely just speaking out of my ass here, it was just the three of them. Greg's taking the day off today. Josh took the day off today, and Benjamin is coming into work as late as possible.
Question for both of you.
Yes.
Last night, well, Ashton probably doesn't care, but he can answer it anyways. Last night was probably the biggest game of the entire season.
Correct.
I agree.
Correct.
So far.
Yep.
Is there a band you would blow off the Packer game to go see?
Yeah, 1 million. There's 1,000 bands.
If two of the four Beatles came back to life and they were playing, I would.
You wouldn't. That's the
Beatles
only
are
one.
Terrible. Beatles are awful.
Yeah, you're awful.
No, they're good because they played in the '60s and no other bands were
And
around.
Influenced music as we know today. Yes.
No. Nope. Not like Lenny Kravitz.
He's not. Yeah, honestly, though.
Not Skittles.
God, unbelievable. Here I am. I'm ready to back him up and do it, and then he just talks more, and I can't.
Well, next time, play the most popular Depeche Mode
Here,
song
say what it
so
is.
Gabe knows it.
Say what it is.
I got Enjoy the Silent, Never Let Me Down.
You did what we did,
again.
and we Googled.
Personal Jesus is a good song. I'm Team Jesus.
I was about to say, you don't know what
Hashtag.
that song sounds like. You're just Team Jesus. Saw the word.
No, I think I do.
Back.
Okay, thank you.
Such a
Man. Well, Chewy wins the week in Rechew. We'll see what we put on the poll. We'll get to some of your texts as well. But yes, we need to rip Joshy on Monday. I was so mad when I found out yesterday when I was on KBN that I found out that Josh was not going to be watching the Packer game. He is going to be ripped, certainly, on Monday. But you can tune into Thanalis' show each and every week. It's presented by Gruber Law Offices. Thanasis Adetokounmpo hangs out with special guests for fun and even surprising conversations. Maybe it's his live show with Giannis, a chat with Green Bay quarterback Jordan Love, getting the inside scoop on fighting with Logan Paul, or any one of TA's unique guests. Find Thanalis' show on Apple, Spotify, and anywhere else you get your podcasts. Plus, you can subscribe to Thanalis' show on YouTube to see exclusive video content from Thanasis. Thanalis' show, presented by Gruber Law Offices. One call. That's all.
Jen, Gabe, and Chewy are back after this on 94.5 ESPN.
Hey, this is the Fat Jack, and it is championship week. Are you ready to make some money betting on the games? For only $49 this weekend, you can get yourself into profit betting on sports. $49 gets you 4 football, 4 basketball, and 9 NFL prop games going this weekend for only $49. Go to fatjacksports.com and consistently build profits starting this weekend for only $49. Get a longer package, it's less than $100 a week. fatjacksports.com to win this weekend.
Hey guys, it's ESPN Milwaukee's Gabe Neitzel here to give you some advice. If you're making plans to propose to that special someone in your life, the Jewelry Center has to be your stop for the win. It's what I did. They're the best place to shop for diamond engagement rings in Milwaukee for a reason. I didn't know what to get, but with help of a Pinterest board, the Jewelry Center and their team of specialists took care of everything from start to finish. Naturally mined diamonds, lab-grown diamonds, whatever you're in the market for, when it comes to an engagement ring, the Jewelry Center has it. Find locations and inventory online at shoptjc.com.
Give the gift of game this holiday season and spread the joy with a Milwaukee Bucks gift card. A guaranteed slam dunk for every fan on your list. Recipients can score tickets to Bucks games and other Fiserv Forum events through the Ticketmaster box office. Shop exclusive gear at the Bucks Pro Shop or get their favorite snack at Fiserv Forum's concessions. It's a big win for both you and them. To purchase a gift card, visit bucks.com/gift cards.
Football fans, get ready to elevate your game day experience. Milwaukee Broadhouse downtown has the ultimate package for stress-free fun this football season. With rides starting at $85 per person, hop on their round-trip buses from Milwaukee Broadhouse downtown for every green and gold home game. Enjoy all you can drink on the ride and a private restroom. Want even more? Upgrade your ticket and add on an all-you-can-eat and drink tailgate package for an additional $30. Spots are filling up fast. Book today at MilwaukeeBroadhouse.com. Milwaukee Broadhouse, located on MLK Drive downtown.
Save big money and update your home for the holidays with beautiful Mastercraft doors at Menards. Mastercraft has been building high-quality doors for over 50 years. Choose from our huge in-stock selection or design your door your way with our free step-by-step design program. Online or in-store today. Right now, save time and money with a pre-finished bright white 6-panel interior door system. Only $129.99 now at Menards. Sale price good through December 8th.
Season's greetings to you all from Menards.
Are you looking for a way to make an impact this holiday season? Donate to Life Navigators Soap Suds Drive. It's simple. Your donation of body wash, hand soap, lotion, or laundry pods will help local kids and adults with disabilities stay safe, happy, and healthy all year. Please consider donating this holiday season to the Life Navigators Soap Suds Drive. Learn more on how you can donate at lifenavigators.org. Life Navigators has been your disability partner for 75 years. Learn more at lifenavigators.org.
Get your hydration on track with Water Joe. Water Joe has 0 calories, 0 sugars, 0 artificial sweeteners, and 0 carbs. Get a 700 milliliter bottle of Water Joe at your local Festival Foods for 99 cents now until December 8th. Just purified water infused with a kick of caffeine. It's a great alternative to sugary sodas, sugary coffee, or energy drinks. Get that 700 milliliter bottle of Water Joe for only 99 cents through December 8th at your local Festival Foods location.
Gabe Neitzel from Jen, Gabe, and Chewy here. Don't let the chilly weather end your golf season. X-Golf and American Family Field is open all year round. They've got innovative and accurate golf simulators, all overlooking left field at AmFam Field. Enjoy daily lunch specials or have an outing with your friends and take in X-Golf's full bar and food menus. X-Golf AmFam Field is even offering golf lessons by a PGA Pro. Everyone is welcome at X-Golf AmFam. Book your sim today, xgolfamfamfield.com. I'll see you out there.
You're listening to Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
But remember he said his birthday?
Yeah.
Maybe we get a little freaky.
Yeah. And everyone's like, oh, look at our horny little boy. Good for him. Like, everybody's so supportive of Giannis, they just kind of look past it.
On 94.5 ESPN.
I say happy wife, happy life, and that usually means a visit to my guy Ding Ding, the dancing machine at the Jewelry Center. Earrings, custom jewelry, and repair services. The Jewelry Center does it all, including top-of-the-line engagement rings. And when it comes for my 5 boys to take that next step in their lives, you can bet they'll be heading into the Jewelry Center for their engagement ring. The Jewelry Center offers great deals and selections on both lab-grown and naturally mined diamonds for rings. Plus, you always hear about how Gabe went to the Jewelry Center, had a great experience with the Jewelry Center specialist to pick out the perfect ring. Stop into one of their 3 locations, Brookfield, Greenfield, or Burlington, or check out the full inventory online at shoptjc.com. Yay or nay, Gabe?
I've heard this song before, yeah.
Yeah, that's going to be a good concert.
I don't know if I'd go that far, but sure.
I think you'll have a good time.
Yes.
I just think you'll have a good time.
I think you'll have a good time. I agree with that. Yeah, you'll have fun.
I'll let you know.
Yeah. I mean, I doubt you will, but that's okay.
Now, what are you talking about? I sent you the heavy rocker one a couple Sundays ago with a guy in the spandex and wearing no shirt.
That's true.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I'll hook you guys up.
All right, we've got a couple of questions here on the Jen, Gabe, and Chewy poll, at Jen, Gabe, Chewy on Twitter. Which team would you rather see the Packers play in the wild card round? Seahawks, Cardinals, Falcons. Of course, these games would be on the road. Falcons running away with it, 54.7%. And of those 3 teams, yeah.
That offense doesn't scare you, though, if they just figure it out for...
I don't think they're going
to... That offense should be better than what they are.
Sure, but I don't think they're figuring it out. Kirk Cousins is playing worse, and the one place that Kirk Cousins is guaranteed to play poorly, the playoffs.
Okay, fair enough.
If their playoff spot was already locked up and it meant rest for some of their players, would you be okay with the Packers losing to the Bears in Week 18? Yes, 31.2%. Absolutely not, 68.8%. People just don't want to lose to the Bears. People just do not want to lose to the Bears, Chew.
Yeah, but even if they can get like a bye week for some of their players, I disagree. It's all about the playoffs.
In principle, I understand. And I understand you are coming at this from a player's perspective, Chew. I get that. But as a fan, I just want to keep burying the Bears lower and lower and lower.
Okay, fair enough.
That's again, because I understand exactly what you're saying, and it makes sense in principle, but that's just not something that I'm going to necessarily get on board with. But I think I feel better. I came in today not necessarily feeling as good as I thought I was going to after the tight game of 34-31, but after talking with Jason and you and Craig, I think I feel better. I feel better about this team, and again, I'm still not happy about having to go on the road every week during the postseason because they're going to be a wild card team. But I feel.
Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this, Gabe. When they do play him again, or if they do play him again, will they be loosey-goosey?
I don't know. So I don't know.
Because Lafleur was a little tight, and I don't know if that had anything to do with his play calling, and we saw it with the interaction in the fan, and that's kind of uncharacteristic of him, but he was fired up. Did that detract a little bit? Did the team? I don't know. It's hard to say. But you said even early in the week, he was showing signs of frustration.
Well, that was Jason. Jason had said that they were kind of talking about just the way his body language, his demeanor during some press conferences. They were wondering, to each other, hey, this is a pretty big game. Do we think it's getting to him? And the fact that he got into it a little bit with a fan on the field, and granted, the fan was the one 100% wrong, and making a throat-slashing gesture towards some of the players as he was about to hold the American flag, of all things. That's just such a wild sentence and situation that can only happen in NFL football. But I digress. But that also, tells me, Chewy, it's almost a little rabbit ears. Like you're just a little overstimulated and everything around you is kind of getting to you a little bit. And that's the first time in a long time I think we've seen Lafleur like that. And hopefully he's not like that if they play again. Hopefully he learns lessons from the way that they started the game. I'm not sure. That's the one thing that I still have some questions about. Okay, if they play them again, is Matt Lafleur going to be more prepared? Because once they got into the flow of it, especially in the second half, it's hard to be upset with anything that the offense or Matt Lafleur did. It was just kind of early in the game trying to find their way and settling in. That took too long because they could have taken advantage. As great as the Lions played in the second, third, and then that last drive in the fourth quarter, they were exchanging punts a couple of times early in that game. They had an opportunity to not make that a 10-point deficit, and they couldn't take advantage of the stops they actually got in the game.
They have to fix third and fourth down on defense, and they have to fix third down on offense. Seems like the red zone is better. They're better there, but they kind of detract in other, so they can put it all together.
A little whack-a-mole. Solve one thing, another thing pops up.
Yeah, exactly.
Wilde and Tausch, they're coming your way next. 94.5 ESPN.